This is the sad yet satisfying downfall of anti-gypsy influencer Ivory Grows Wild. I will explain the psychology behind how Ivory went from being a beloved influencer to an accused stalker, unemployed grifter, and why she spiraled out of control and trashed her own reputation. If you thought the adaptive Kate's downfall was insane, Ivory Rose Wild's downfall is nothing short but epic. But before I spill the tea, please hit that subscribe. It's free, now let's dive in. Ivory proves that she's no liar. Ivory's first controversial move was driving by Krusty Christie's house to prove she did in fact live 15 minutes away. So when Weak Sauce Krusty tried to say Ivory's a stalker, the internet swiftly, it's not that notion. The public was on Ivory's side. Ivory got more followers and support, and everything was going well until it all went wrong. Ivory challenges Nina's credibility. Later, Nina gleefully announces Ken finally dumped Gypsy, and even Becca Scoops confirmed she heard about the breakup too. Ivory Rose Wild said she didn't hear about any breakup, and if Ivory left it like that, everything would have been cool, but that didn't happen. Ivory made the poor choice to single Nina out and accuse her of being a liar or an unreliable source. Ivory would soon live to regret ticking Nina off because clapback was so brutal, blindsiding IRB. You don't mess with Nina's brand. Nina's built her brand on being reliable and honest, so Nina came for Ivory, guns blazing. First, Nina calls out Ivory for being a lying stalker, then she harshly criticized driving by people's houses. Far as Nina was concerned, IRW is the definition of a stalker. Then she slammed her behavior, calling it reckless, clownish, and stupid. Great for Ivory, people came to Ivory's defense. Supporters slammed Nina for being a mean-spirited bully, but soon these defenders would come to regret ever defending Ivory. The fans were yet to notice something wasn't quite right with Ivory, and how she has the penchant for creating unnecessary drama unprovoked. Sir Morbid admonish Ivory for being a GoFundMe grifter. Sir Morbid accuses Ivory using a bogus lawsuit to making grift her supporters. As always, Ivory went on the defense, but behind the scenes that last criticism sent her spiraling. What Ivory does next will destroy her for good. Ivory still had tons of loyal supporters, but that changed dramatically after pictures surfaced showing Ivory partying with the enemy, Gypsy Rose, and for then on her fate was sealed. IGW officially lost everything. Ivory basically commits credibility UI side. Ivory knows it's over for her, but decides to make a tearful tone death apology, making things even worse. All her credibility gone. But why would Ivory do this to herself? Answer: for the same reason Adaptive Kate teamed up with Gypsy. Both Ivory and Kate can't stand people not liking them, and they value being liked and validation more than they value their fans, their morals, and their credibility. They're ready to risk it all to feel liked and accepted. Not everyone can be an anti-gremlin influencer, so here's my advice for Ivory.